Two NASA astronauts, Barry Wilmore and Sunita Williams, are stuck orbiting the Earth on the International Space Station 2 weeks after their planned return to Earth. They're still on board the ISS as Boeing and NASA engineers are continuing to work on fixing a series of helium leaks on the Boeing Starliner space aircraft, which carried them to space on its inaugural crewed mission. The Starliner has faced multiple delays before its June launch and has encountered thruster issues and helium leaks on its way to the International Space Station. Meanwhile, NASA has ensured that Wilmore and Williams are not stranded and could return home whenever it is necessary. As per reports, the Starliner is capable of staying docked at the ISS for up to 45 days. Captain V.N. Jha, former Joint Director DRDO, joins us live. Captain Jha, what really has led to this incident on board this US space vessel?
Very good afternoon. You can call me Group Captain V.N. Jha. That's the difference between the Indian Air Force and Army ranks. Well, what has happened is unfortunate, I'll say, because any spaceship which is going to orbit should not be taken. It should not have taken off with the type of leak that it had. And I'm sure the designers, they must be having on the board all the plans in place, including the standbys and the redundancies, should one thruster or two thrusters they fail. Because what happens when these ships are pushed by the rocket into the orbit, then it only augments the further velocity to the orbital velocity, which is nearly 7.4 to 7.6 kilometers per second. So with that type of velocity, then it approaches towards the ISS. In the ISS, docking is very, very intricate, and it is all computerized now these days. So with that computer setting, each thrusters are supposed to behaving, firing, and pushing the ship in the way it is predicted by the computer. And if it is not, then there is a problem, because then the computer will fail to either the dock or subsequently deorbit the entire thing. I understand the problem has happened with the helium leakage, and this leakage was known on the ground itself before even the liftoff. So it should not have been taken off. They should have first cleared or stopped that leakage and then only gone to the orbit. But now that phase is gone. Now, if they have to return, there are two things. One is the emergency return. Should an emergency occur at the International Space Station, they are cleared with this type of leakage in the helium jet, helium pressurized jet that we call it. They can come, they can deorbit, they can make the re-entry, but only problem is that if the type of trajectory with the velocity that is required to be deorbited, if not met, then that vehicle will not land, not ditch into the sea where it is intended to. Then there is a big problem of retrieving the person who has come from the space. Second thing is that if the thrusters are not working as such, what happens after it makes the re-entry? See, during the re-entry, if I may just try to explain to your viewers, if this is the ship, it has got one crew module in which Sunita Williams and the other person will be sitting, and there is a service module in which all the other things, all supplies, the solar panels, the helium gas leak, oxygen gas storage, everything is stored here. And so this the service module, the moment re-entry is made into the atmosphere, this will be detached and it will burn. The crew module is the one which has got the plating, it has got the cover of substance which cannot burn at those temperatures, which is in the vicinity of about 2000 degrees Celsius or so. So these are the problems. I'll just take another 30 seconds. These are the problems that will be faced by Sunita Williams while returning from there. So all these must have been worked out, and NASA must be working overtime.
All right.
That should it not rectify how they come.
Appreciate you joining us with your perspective.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.